I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Ohio, and that clip there in the beginning was me playing a solo battle, and I actually got a user pick with Brian Dawkins, and he's actually a pretty decent card. But normally in solo battles all the crazy animations happen against you, but I actually got one to go on my side. I just thought it was a really crazy animation, so I wanted to share it with you guys. But here on screen are my solo battle rewards for the solo Blitz week. And these are just for the solo days that I did, and I added up all the rewards and opened them together. And then the solo Blitz weekend, that's coming after that. And I actually made it just outside of the top 100. I thought I was going to get it. I was super close. Out of the 13 games, I think 11 of them I scored 24K or higher. And 2 of them I scored terribly. I think the one that really messed me up was the signature game, the one that gives you a boosted score. I made a few mistakes personally in that. I was trying to go for more than I had to, and it ended up costing me. I could have scored, 25K easy, and I ended up coming out of that challenge with 23-7 or something like that. So I think between that game and one of the other games where I felt like I got robbed, and you know how the game can be with comp, so that happened. Between those 2 games, I feel like my score got messed up, and I made it just outside of the top 100, so I feel like I will get there. I've been learning a lot about how the game scores everything that you do, and I've been playing a little bit better as well, so I think eventually I will get there, maybe even this week. So if I do end up making it to the top 100, I think I'm going to make a video on the adjustments that I made coming from just getting ultimate every week to, getting in that top 100, and what you guys can do to change the way you played it to hopefully do the same. And I think it'll be better coming from someone who's been stuck in ultimate rather than coming from somebody who's been making it in the top 100 every time. So if I make a video on it, you'll be able to relate to it a little bit better, and I could show you, easier ways to transition your score and your gameplay over to a way you should be playing to make it in the top 100. So once I make it in there, I'm probably going to do a video on that. But first is my solo Blitz battle rewards, and then after that I have a couple packs that I opened. Basically what happened is I got a lot of gold and silver cards from all of this, so I made tokens, and so I opened a flashback and a heavyweight, and then I also got my Doritos pack, so I'm going to open that as well. And I just thought that the solo Blitz battle limited time format was really dope. I hope they bring it back. The whole, play for a day and then get your rewards the next day. I'm not really sure why they did it. I don't know if it was just a limited time event that they added in the game to bring some excitement, or if they were trying to get the solo battles back on track, because there was a couple weeks there where it was kind of knocked off and we had less days in there. So if you did it on 2 accounts, you would have 1 million after the week was done. So that's pretty crazy, and even higher if you do multiple accounts. But that is a whole lot of solo grinding, and it's the most annoying challenges in the game on top of that, so I'm not really sure people would want to do that. I'm sure people did do it, but I didn't do it. I did it on 2 different accounts. So I got some pretty decent rewards, and I'm actually really close to getting the Telvin Smith. If I do the solo battles for this week and then play some head-to-head games, then I'll probably have Telvin Smith by the end of, I think, next week. But I don't know if I want to play any head-to-head or not. I probably should. I think it wouldn't be too bad. One tip that I could give outside of making a full video on how to get better solo battle rewards and better scores is to just make your team better, because the better your team is, the better the players are going to play, and kind of offset that negative, I don't really know what to call it. Your players just don't play as good as they should, especially against the overalls that you play against. Sometimes the teams are terrible, like 72 overall, and the players will be like -7 speed and they'll keep up with your guys, or you know, they'll have like a 60 overall defensive tackle and he'll block shed immediately. So you can't really help that, but if you have better players, it'll kind of minimize that a little bit more. So I would say the key positions to invest in is definitely quarterback. Make sure you have a quarterback with some decent arm strength so he can get the ball in there. And then also make sure you have your throw short at least 90, because you don't want your slants and your, you know, halfback dump off passes to be arid throws. So you definitely want those things. Next, you want two safeties that have really good speed. I think that's the most important thing in solo battles when it comes to safeties, because a lot of people are just blitzing every play to try to rush the quarterback, get sacks, and make him throw the ball quickly. So you're probably going to be in man coverage, and I don't think there's that many safeties who hit the threshold of 90 for man coverage. If you can find one who's fast and not too many coins, then I guess go for that. But most people won't want to spend that much coins, especially if they're a budget team. So I would say just hit around 86, 87 speed on your safety, and you'd be pretty good in that position. And then when it comes to cornerbacks, try to hit 87 speed at least, and then 90 man coverage. If you could hit that man coverage threshold, then your cornerbacks will play a lot better. And other than that, maybe just soup up your defensive line a little bit more. You can get a free Brandon Graham from the Ultimate Kickoff Solos, and that guy plays really good. So that's one guy that you can get just by playing the game. And I would say lastly, just make sure you have a good halfback who can catch the ball out of the backfield reliably. If you got the free Saquon Barkley, then I would say that's fine. But if you don't, I would tell you to get either Christian McCaffrey or the Team of the Week, Tavon Austin. Those guys are probably the cheapest, closest to Saquon. And I have a lot more tips for the guys who are just stuck in Ultimate and stuck getting kind of around 23k score. But like I said, when I make it to the top 100, I will make a video on that, and I will make it very in-depth. But you can see here, these are the packs that I made from all the tokens that I made. And out of this heavyweight pack, you can see that special animation with all the blocks. That means you're going to pull somebody crazy. And I pulled Damon Harrison. He's one of the best cards out of this promotion, and I think he's maybe top 2. I think the other guy who's more expensive than him is the right tackle. I forget his name. I think it's Darrell Williams or something. He plays for the Panthers, but he is maybe the most expensive, and then there's maybe 1 or 2 other guys who are really high up there. But definitely that was a crazy pull, one of the better pulls that I could have got. And I would say if you're like me and you held on to your tokens after Series 1 and you're kind of unsure about which set to invest in, I think the heavyweights is the smarter one to go for, and I'm probably going to do those more than Flashback now. The Flashback does cost more to do, and the Flashback set does have more of the filler players that kind of sit in that 100k range where you're not going to get as much return from. So definitely heavyweights are the move. Other than that, I open up a Doritos pack at the end of the video, and if you want to know how to get it, I will leave a link in the description for the website. All you have to do is go to Reddit and you can get a code from that. And what I've been doing is when you punch the code in, if it says that the code has been used too many times or that it failed, you just delete the last 2 numbers and put 2 random numbers, and it does end up working. As you can see, I got my pack, and how the process goes, you put in the code, it'll tell you if you won the pack or not. Usually the first code that you put in that's right will get you a pack, and everything after that will say like incomplete pass or flag on the play, means basically you didn't win anything. But They send you an email, you follow all of the links, and then maybe wait a couple days. I had to wait 3 days, but you wait up to a couple days, and then you should get an email that has a Xbox or PlayStation code that you put into the redeem section in the store, and then you'll get yourself a free pack. It is all NAT players, but it's guaranteed to have an Elite in it. So if you want a free Elite, then definitely hit that up. The link will be in the description. That's pretty much it, guys. I wanted to show you guys my solo rewards, show you everything that I got, and also open up some dope packs, some flashback and stuff like that. So if you like Madden 19 budget content, then come back for more of that. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.